back to the second episode of my Let's Play series of Hearts of Iron 3, Their Finest Hour, the Empire of Japan. In the last episode, I settled the reorganization and began moving my forces in northern China in order to face the actual Chinese frontiers. I settled the issue of Korean independence and also established some garrisons in the area to protect it. I didn't really do much here in Taiwan, however, I did disband a completely useless army HQ, and I began moving some of the regular army forces that were on the Japanese homeland to be reorganized in a similar fashion that they will be in northern China. Now let's continue. Let's move it up to speed 3 for now. So everything's moving around here, and I'm going to try and make my standard infantry division 2 infantry brigades, 1 artillery brigade, and also a brigade of engineers. However, I do not have enough to actually give one or the other immediately. I mean, I suppose, and we have a land power strategic effect, something new to the game, brought to it by the Black Ice mod. It simply adds a little bit of organization regain rate and a little land organization as well. And let's continue. It's definitely a good thing, but you know, it's very small amount, very small amount. And I want to start attaching armies. Well, I already have an army here, but I want to start attaching. Yeah, why is that there like that? There we go. I start attaching corps to armies. So we have an army here, the First Imperial Chinese Infantry Army. I'm going to actually change that name. An infantry army is not necessarily what I have because I have cavalry. So I'm going to put the First Imperial, wow, exclamation point, First Imperial Chinese Army. There, we'll just take the word infantry out. And then all of a sudden, it's completely viable. We'll attach them. And there we go. And then we can use these cavalry units in whatever way we wish. So we're just going to move from... Yeah, that's a good area. And we'll take these 2 cavalry divisions and move them here. And that's our first official move. We have a lot of light infantry here too. See, and they do have that organization that I want. They have artillery and engineers. And I think most of them actually do. Yeah, all of these have the same number of effectives in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to move them to Xuanhua, strategic redeployment. And we'll also create a higher command, the First Corps, and we'll rename them the First Imperial Light Infantry Corps. Straightforward. Nothing too complicated when it comes to the naming lexicon of these units. And I will put somebody pretty good in charge. Yeah, offensive doctrine. You're good. There you go. And you're going to move over there too. So, well, you can actually move faster. So now we already have 2 corps made. Good. I'm going to bump up my production, make sure everything finishes on time. Move this down a little bit. We'll keep that where it is. And we're going to move ever so slightly some of our industrial capacity geared towards supply production to upgrading existing forces, because those upgrades are really sapping a lot of our industrial capacity right now. We would have plenty if it wasn't for that. Okay, and another day goes by. I'm going to bump up to speed 4. Go away. And let's see. So that's already on the make. We have a bunch of guys here. 3 garrisons, which is consisting of 3 garrison brigades and 1 anti-aircraft brigade. That's fine. Here comes some more. They're on their way down. So I'm going to have about 5 of those. It's going to have another complete corps of garrisons. That one I'll keep there, although it might be handy because they do have military police, and I don't need to have military police in a foreign capital. I'm going to combine those 2 and attach them to Supreme Headquarters, North China. And these guys are taken care of. Oop. attach them like that. Close air support. No, just rebase. Okay. Advance time. Combine them. There we go. Under a guy named Ozawa. Seems to be pretty good. A little too good. He's only supposed to be an interceptor pilot, so we're just going to put Night Flyer on. Ichimaru, a tactical bomber. A Kawasaki Ki-48. Looks pretty cool. And they're being upgraded. And we'll just keep this guy in charge. Doesn't matter. Close air support. Fleet destroyer. We need someone that's actually good at close air support, so we need a tank buster. I don't see one. Yeah, he's not already one. There we go. Tank buster. Okay. So we're going to pick out some of the leaders here. And it's amusing because here you have these two support units, these battle commanders. They have an attack value of 9, yet their combat width is 0, which basically means that they are not worth anything in combat individually. You can see just how much they boost the capabilities of any divisions they're put into. And it's going to be put into one of these. Maybe like, how fast do these guys go? Well, not that fast. Insufficient fuel. Well, that's a problem. These guys need fuel to drive around in their staff cars and lord it over everyone else. Okay. And you're telling me that the Supreme Headquarters is actually out of supplies? How is that possible? Please, do explain that to me. Whatever. Afghanistan. No. Go away. A lot of motorized infantry here. We have another motorized infantry unit down here in Formosa. So if we could take one of those garrison units, not this one obviously, but another one of the garrison units that's over in Hulu Dao, and then drop them down here, then we can use these two units to go somewhere else. Bring them back to Japan. And speaking of bringing them back to Japan, I'm going to need ships for that. In order to get my ships online, I need to organize them. And that's where things are going to get interesting. Let's see, all these guys pretty much set, yeah. Strategic bombers even. Nice. I like I get some strategic bombing capability. Okay, so I have a lot of ships. A lot. I will have to try and figure out how I want to use them. First I'm going to base all my submarines. Make sure they all have similar ranges so they're not, you know, hindering each other. And that port facility is completely... Yeah, we're going to use that one. Oop. Sasebo is much better. So rebase the Sasebo. Do you have any submarines here? No. Submarines here? Yes. 3. Now see, here we go. These two have a range of 1,600 kilometers. This one is 2,200. So once they get to Sasebo, we'll have to figure out who to put in these groups. It looks like it's going to be two different groups of 1,600 kilometer range and 2,200. And from there, it could easily, once war starts with China, they could easily run down here and raid all the Chinese shipping lanes. That's fine. Like right here, the Chinese have to go through here in order to trade with everyone. And also have some ships here as well. Coastal battleship and some light cruisers. I'm going to rebase them. Actually, I'm going to keep them there. That's fine for now. There's no ports right here, which is strange, but they can come out of here. Maybe I'll base them in like Makapo or maybe Kaohsiung. One of those places. What else? We got a lot of auxiliary ships. And these things are, I mean, they're good as transports, but they're not good for anything else, really. I'm going to base them all up in Mutsu so I can keep track of all of them and then use them later if I have to. So I got 12 here, and that's only 4. There's more hiding out here somewhere. Yeah, there's some. And there's some. I'm going to combine these two and split the auxiliary ships out. And send them somewhere else. Up to Mutsu in the north. There we go. Rebase. That's all of them from that area. We got 12 here. Yeah, those have them. Those have them. Those have them. Okay, that's about it looks like. Only those destroyer formations have them, so we'll take that, that, And that. Combine. Split. Again, auxiliary ships out. Oh, not you though. That's good for now. That's all 12. And you will rebase to Mutsu. Everyone up there. And we'll let the auxiliary ships leave port first. And then begin moving everything else. Like the main warship concentrations. Here, just combine them all. It's easier to handle when they're all combined together like that. And all these are just destroyers and transports. Wow, that's a lot of transports. I'm going to put all my transports together. I'm going to move them over to Kanazawa. Rebase. Level 16 here. I think that's the only one. Yeah, okay. Rebase. So we're gonna do some moving around of our naval units. Like the transports and auxiliary ships, their basic priority is just to move things. They're not combat ships, obviously. So I'm going to keep them like in the rear. I'm not going to merge them into other fleets. There will be battle fleets made for that. These are just going to supply and move things around, and hopefully I can protect them, and that's the whole point of me wanting a huge fleet, is so that I can protect anything and everything that I need to. Oh my goodness. Are they upgrading or not? Because I'm waiting for these upgrades to start working, and it's just not going. Nothing's improving. Everything is just out of supply. This is terrible. Okay, all these torpedo boats. So let's take all these and put them together. So, again, these have a range of 400 kilometers, but something, yeah, like 600 kilometers. They're not all the same. This is 1,000 kilometers. Let's split them all apart. Everything with 600 kilometers gets put into this new unit here. Okay. 600 kilometers. We'll give them a decent lead. I mean, they're only torpedo boats, so we'll give them a spotter, okay? There you go. Now you can see things. And we'll base you down in Kaohsiung. Why Kaohsiung? Because, again, they have 600 kilometer range. They can easily raid all of these places. As torpedo boats, they're not bad at raiding, actually. At least I believe so. Let me have a look. Let's see. Convoy attack. Battleships and battle cruisers are really good at it. Heavy cruisers, torpedo boats. Torpedo boats are actually not that good, but I have them, so I have to use them. No, everyone be quiet. I wish I could turn the trade notifications off, because I don't want to trade. Go away. Here's another 3. 1,000 kilometers and only 400. This 400 kilometer one, I think I'm going to upgrade. 1,000 kilometers, very good. I'll base them in Naha. There we go. Well, that'll have to do. Where else can I find some? We'll base all these together. No doubt they have different ranges. Yeah, like 3,200 kilometers, 2,722, 2,700. And then this one was 400. I'm just going to upgrade. I'm sure I can afford that. Yeah, I can. 0.23 IC. I can afford that. And there we go. And let's continue on. I know my supplies are in peril, but I really don't need to worry about that right now. I have a lot of aircraft carriers and heavy cruisers and stuff to really look at. I'm going to combine them all together. That's a pretty big fleet. A range of 2,600 kilometers. 40 transport ships. And we're going to put this guy in charge. Where is he? I don't know. Maybe this guy. Order of a Sacred Treasure. This is a good thing because you supply, your supply consumption goes down by a complete 20%. So we're going to bump his rank and put him in charge. Supply consumption should go down. Should go down. Hopefully. Auxiliary ships have arrived. Put them together. And we don't want a leader for that, so just leave it be. They don't really consume. They consume a lot of fuel, but not that many supplies. Hirohito, whatever. No, not whatever. I mean, that's the emperor, but whatever. Alright, I think so far, this is our main fleet that we have just, you know, accumulated everything that we have here in Tokyo. 3,200 kilometers. I want a battle fleet that has a range of at least 3,000 kilometers. Now, is that possible with these battle cruisers? Yeah. 5,000 kilometers, easily done. These heavy cruisers, however, not so good, but these ones can do it. I want at least 3,000 kilometers. So I'm going to split all these guys off, and I can upgrade the rest. So for Taka, move, 2,600, 2,600, 3,400 I'll keep. 34, 34, 34. Light cruisers, 3,900, wow. I'll move that away. 3,900. These light cruisers have really long range. That's impressive. 2,700. Yeah. 3,200 for this destroyer. Okay. So we're going to take all these and move them. There we go. And like that, our fleet range has extended to 3,000 kilometers. Just like that. Just like that. I'm going to bump his rank up. He's going to be like Supreme Admiral, whatever. And we're going to name this, instead of the 4th Kaigun, I'm going to name it the Imperial Battle Fleet. Now that sounds really menacing. So, these guys are the 1st Navy. I'm going to rename them the Upgrade Flotilla. Oh. Upgrade Flotilla. They're not going to have, well, actually I'm going to have a leader so I don't have to pay full price for all these guys. Can I have a Order of the Sacred Treasure, please? That's not really skillful. No, you have to be skillful in order to get that award. Makes sense. Arakitaku, there you go. You are now going to rebase to Nagoya. Now, do you have some destroyers here that have long... Yeah, 32. Okay, so I'm going to take some destroyers out of this and move them. 3,200 kilometers. That's good. I'm going to move these guys over to Tokyo. Now I imagine these battleships, except for that one which is upgrading, also have a range. 2,000? Really? These battleships must be old. There's one way to tell. Engine model 1918. Yeah, these things need to be upgraded. This one's okay. This one is not. Some of these are really old. So we'll do something about that. In fact, let's go ahead and move this fleet. No, not. Yeah, move the entire thing. It's fine. I can take the carriers out. Here's another one. 2,700, 4,000 kilometers, 3,400, 5,000 kilometers. Wow, 5,000 kilometer heavy cruisers. I'm going to keep this one as my secondary. I'm going to base them down in Nagasaki. And that's going to be my one that's going to terrorize the Chinese when war breaks out. Because I need one to control the Pacific, and I need one to also convoy, raid, and blockade Chinese ports. So we'll work on that. 7 domestic spies now. Alright, we're working on that. 2,200, 2,700, 27. Yeah, got some 2,700s hiding in here. I'll break them out. There we go. Not bad. 2,700. We'll just leave them as they are there, sitting together. Now, for all of these, especially these, I need some upgrades. How far can I actually move with these? 3,400 kilometers. All of these could really use upgrading. So I'm going to upgrade them. Well, not yet, but I will. That's why they're going to be sitting in that port. In fact, I'm going to move everything that needs to be upgraded in that port. That's already being upgraded. It's just a torpedo boat, though, so. Okay. Put these together. 30,000 kilometers. Now, this battle cruiser is slowing everyone down. Tsukuba. Well, it's actually called Hiei, but Tsukuba class. There we go. New range, 3,200 kilometers. That's not bad. So I'm going to be satisfied with that for now. Ideally, I want all my ships to be able to range from Japan Let's see what the range is from Tokyo to here, to Hawaii. 4,200, yeah. I'm going to have bases here, and I'm going to fortify them and work on basically making them defensible. But, you know, just to have a free hand just to go out and maraud all over the place over here, it would be good to have, that capability. Torpedo boats, that's good. 600 kilometers, right? Yep. These have a range of 1,000. Garrison the islands. See, this is the thing that they were talking about. When they were talking about, like, you know, in the pre-release of this version of the mod, they were like, you know, there'll be new events that will come up for different nations. So send troops to garrison island possessions. You can garrison them. You can lose IC, lose supplies, which I do not have, and lose manpower. Or I have no need. Considering that my IC is already really kind of bad, I think I'm going to actually garrison them. And it might be a huge mistake, but at least I'll have some guys here. And they're actually pretty good. Yeah, they actually have a lot of, I mean, anti-aircraft, I don't think I need that much, but they have super heavy artillery, and they're also five brigade divisions. So I'm going to attach them all to the, okay, yeah, this, I'm going to rename the Imperial Island Garrison HQ. Make it easy, you know, easy to see what the hell it is. There we go. Yeah, it's already up. It's already got 5 attached. Yeah, damn it. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to detach that. And with this, I'm going to detach that also. Because, frankly, these guys can be attached to the Supreme Headquarters. They're close. In fact, they all could be, but let's see. Now I have 3. And I can attach this and this. And I'm going to take a hit to my IC and everything, but there's nothing really I can do about that, unfortunately. And we'll attach that too. We'll attach that. So yeah, we got a lot of nice garrisons all over the place, even up here. And they're more or less free. Completely, let me have a look. Yeah, now my supply lines aren't running everywhere, but I'll have to fix that. I'll take some of the forces I have off of these islands. Where's my transport ships? Yeah, we're just going to go island to island. So here, rebase. We'll take these guys off, put them somewhere else. I could use them as garrison forces for Chinese ports later on. No, we'll actually take that guy. What's the weight? 2,700, so I can only go one at a time. So we're going to rebase here, take that guy, drop him off. It's going to be back and forth until we get the garrison redeployment capability. Regional land power now. Now we get extra starting experience, more land organization. That's good. Oh, everything's suffering though. Because of that 3%. Oh, what a big hit. Yeah, not good. We'll put it up to 27. Upgrading is going to be a really long and painful process, but 4, 5, there we go. Okay. It's going to be a long and painful process, but it needs to be done. As I'm building more and more ships. Okay. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Oh, we need to upgrade. There we go. I'm going to rename this Imperial Coastal Flotilla. They're not a fleet because there's only 10 ships, but they are a flotilla at that size. And all of these submarines. Oh, that's right. So these submarines, 1,600, 2,200. This one can be brought out. Is this the 22? That's 1,600 as well. Okay. 2,200. So 3. Like that. And we're going to combine these two, but then split them into equal 3s. So yeah, this would be 1,600. So I have two submarine forces of 3 submarines each that can go out to 1,600 kilometers. 226 instances? Oh no. Yeah, great. Yeah, during this time the military tried to take over the government and it failed. Now everyone's going to be angry. Another 5%. Damn it. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. I'm just going to have to sit and accept whatever happens next. And it's probably not going to be pretty. It wasn't that bad. You can get rid of this descent here, so. That's the only thing I'm concerned about is the descent. The descent is just like, you know, this takes off industrial capacity with nothing to make. Okay, wait, which one do I want? I'll leave the super heavy artillery on. You know what? Here, I'm going to split this off. Oh, hold up. Okay. Now I'll take... That's just garrisons. This one I'll split these two off. And then I'll grab this and put them together. And then I'll take the remaining... Yeah. And put them on the ship. And I'll transport them back to Nagasaki. So it's going to be a bit of a process here. Very tedious. And why did it do that? I don't know. But there you go. Whatever. Doesn't have to be pretty. You know what? Actually it does. There. That was simple to fix, so why not do it? No. Stop trying to trade with me. Like, I know, economically speaking, I'm almost doomed, but I'm not that bad yet. We have supplies going here, that's fine. We have supplies going here to Saipan, but we don't need them going to Iwo Jima. I really don't garrison Iwo Jima, or Palau, or Yap. I only garrison, as I talked about in the last video, I only really garrison Truk and Kwajalein. Ponape also, maybe, this time around I will, but usually I don't. They're not that important, frankly speaking. Alright, well don't go back there. Go to Palau, please. Anything? No. No change. Descent is still killing me. Upgrades are still killing me. Ugh. I hate both. How are those engineers coming along? Well, they're working on it. June 28th. And artillery, too. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. I'm doing what I can. Railway artillery guns. I'm going to put them in Kyoto. Because that's actually like an actual unit. You know what I mean? It actually has a combat with these railguns and not support anymore. You can actually attack a city with them. So I'm going to just move them. They're completely separate body of forces now. Actually capable of doing something by themselves. There we go. 3, more armored cars. I'll leave that out, but I'll take these guys. Move them to Fukui. Yeah, so triangular divisions with artillery. 3 of them. On Japan proper. Oh my god, go away. As I still slowly burn through my resources, but I think I'll have enough to last for a long time. As long as I don't do anything stupid. Alright, these are together. Let's group them to begin the templates of new infantry divisions. There we go. Hello, sir. How are you doing? You have a lot of light infantry. That's good, because we need light infantry in these climates. So we're going to move you here. We're going to move you here. There we go. And something happened. Yeah, we're going to run out of supplies in 3 days. Well, isn't that unfortunate? And we have a lot of guys over here. More engineers and artillery and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna start breaking these guys up. This is yeah, I can't just sit around and waste time. I'm gonna make what I can, just cannibalizing these things. But after that, then I will have to make the replacements. Alright, everyone go up to Longhua. Longhua, everyone. And over here we will make some okay. Pardon me. I have to mute the microphone a lot. Animals in the house don't understand the concept of being quiet. It's a big mistake having pets sometimes, it really is. Okay, we'll move them down here. So we'll have 2 complete infantry divisions. Nope. And these guys are just a mess. I have no idea what to do with them. I'll just leave them like that, I guess. Maybe make a mixed infantry corps with them. Because there's other ones that are like that. They're just really weird what they have inside of them. There we go. Yeah. Fine. So now we have 2, real infantry divisions. These guys, however, are not. So we're going to move them to Qinglong. And let's begin the fun. We can't split them apart yet, but we will soon. Yeah, 5 garrison divisions. So it's going to be a lot of organization. Again, this episode, unfortunately, but one has to do these things. All right, load it up, and let's move them back here. Transport. It's anti-aircraft. A lot of anti-aircraft guns. Like, what the hell would I ever do with this many? I don't even know. I'm just going to disband these guys. Right? I just don't know what the hell I would do with them. I almost never use anti-aircraft as an actual unit. I'll build it on the map, but that's about it. 15. Okay. Seems these are all done. Let's go ahead and start reorganizing them. Okay. See, I like how it says actual traits engineer, but he has none. Let's fix that. Alright. If you need engineers, you'll go to Luanping. If you need artillery, you'll go to Duolun. How's that sound? And if you're just an infantry brigade, you'll go to Weichang. So, bam. Next. Go. Next. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you need artillery, go to Duolun. Next. This is an easy way of doing it. Keep them both in your group, assign them to move, and then you take the larger one and actually put him where he belongs. There we go. Next. This is so laborious. Maybe I should pause the recording while I'm doing these things, because it's not exactly the most gratifying. Oh shit, I did not just do that. Not exactly the most gratifying thing to watch in the world, is it? This guy is actually anti-aircraft. Like, what the hell? Alright, well, you can take that with you, I guess. No, we'll keep it in and then we'll split it separately again. So, strategic movement. Bam. Again. Well, actually, we'll put you here in Balihan, and then we'll move you down. I need a lot of engineers, it looks like. Okay, there, finished. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's advance. Yeah, next time I will pause the recording for that. That was just too much. This is Soviets in Mongolia facing off with us. I guess we can go through there. So we can't go through actual Manchuria proper, except for like the Korean Peninsula, that little sliver of land there, and then also here. Understood. I'll keep that in mind. Good initiative. They always send change plus 10%. Troublesome ministry. Yeah, whatever. I don't need more descent change and everything. I'm already putting a lot of my resources that I wish I hadn't had to do into my consumer goods. So let's see what we have here. More good light infantry. In fact, they're all good. So we're going to make another one. They're all perfectly structured. Was what I want. There we go. And we're going to call this the 2nd Imperial Light Infantry Corps. Simple. Attached to the 1st Imperial Chinese Army, and we'll get him a good leader. Another guy with some offensive doctrine. Now we'll select all of them, and we'll put you guys, I guess, we'll put them in Xuanhua for now. We'll figure out what to do with them and give it a chance. These guys aren't actually connected to anyone, so I'm going to back them up. There we go. We'll go to Qinhuangdao. Qinhuangdao. I'm improving my Chinese pronunciation the more I play this and say things out loud. Are you on the move? Yes, you are. And you are so slow. In fact, you're... Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's just get a supply ship going to North Palau. That's just ridiculous. My God. North Palau. I do not even see it. Oh. There we go. Let's get you moving again. There, now magically he's moving. And then once he gets there, we'll cut off the supplies. I still have my 1 mechanized or light armor division. These guys are good to go. These guys are not. We have a lot of infantry brigades over here. We have a lot over here too. But they're already broken up into 2s. These ones are not. So once we get the chance in around 17 hours, then we'll combine them together, move them down there. We'll begin constructing more. These guys all need engineers. Oof. What a laborious task, but it's worth it in the end. You'll have a lot more cohesion with your military units. I'm going to move you here, and then I'm going to take all your units and actually move them right here into this one area. Except for these 2. Because I do want to do a strong attack when war breaks out towards the capital of Shanxi. 1, 2, 3. How's that coming along? Good. Good. Everything's going pretty well, so about a month has gone by in game. So I'm getting a lot done here, and I'm afraid this is going to be one of those series maybe that has like a lot of parts in it. Like a lot of them. So there's nothing I can really do about that. Yeah. Now as far as I can tell, these light carriers don't need upgrading, right? Don't you know, they even those could use upgrading. All of them could. All those ships. Jeez. Inconvenient. Imperial Coastal Flotilla. Alright, 2,700 kilometers. That's fine. Imperial Battle Fleet. Just fine. How far is 3,200 kilometers? That reaches just out past my furthest island possessions. Actually, it goes all the way to Midway, so that's fine. That's completely fine. I'm completely out of supplies. But it says I'm going to be out in a day, but it says 0 now. And nothing I can do about that. Now I have more. What a pain. What a pain. Alright, so we got... So far we have about 120,000 men. We need some more cavalry, maybe. Armored cars. Yeah, this is weird. Like these combinations of guys are really weird. And all these men have like skill. Well, this one's actually not bad. This one doesn't even have a leader, so I'm gonna put someone in charge. Someone not that good. You, sir. Okay. These three are the same. Recon cavalry and 2 cavalry brigades. This is 2 recon cavalry, 1 armored car, 1 cavalry. Alright, I'm going to group these 2 up. There we go. And you will be called the first... Actually, I guess it would be the second, right? Yeah, 2nd Imperial Cavalry Corps. Okay, I can do that. 2nd Imperial Cavalry Corps. And you will be under the 1st Imperial Chinese Army. And we'll put a decent leader in charge, but not a really good one, frankly. I don't really care. There we go. Abe. I'm going to move all of you to Xuanhua. I think I'm going to use a lot of cavalry in this area here. Because it's like plains and desert hills. I mean, there's some mountains, but I have a lot of cavalry. And they only have militia. So I think I could take them if I had to. And then we just have this one remaining logistics, wizard, commando, battle expert, all that stuff. Armored car, recon, cavalry. We'll just put him... He's going to be part of our anti-partisan unit. So we're going to move him back to Nanpiao, and we'll connect him to the Supreme HQ. And these guys all need to be connected also. I can do that. There we go. And we're running out of supplies again. That's fine. So yeah, this is going quite well. I'm going to bump the game speed up to 5. Just blaze through time here if I can. And you guys need to stop. I'm actually making a surplus on energy now. Isn't that interesting? I'm losing rare materials and metal, but energy is actually not that bad. And it's gone. What happened? What changed to make that happen? Fortify the islands of the Pacific. Well, one thing I need to do is actually, now that I have an extra spy, I don't need to make them anymore. So we'll put that up. More technologies. I already have 10 spies. That's good. I never need to use spies again. That's taken care of. Strong defenses in the Pacific Islands to protect the home islands from invaders. We gain coastal forts in different places, but then we lose them. And it's more IC loss. No need. Yeah, screw it. I like how it says, you lose it in truck, but it doesn't actually have any. But whatever, too late. How's Europe looking? Nothing's really happening, and it's just all fogged over. But it's interesting to look over there sometimes. Once I'm actually part of the Axis, let me check that. Yeah, okay. I actually am going to be able to join the Axis soon, so that's good. My rare materials are taking a big hit. And I'm getting 65% of them actually from this 1911 U.S. commercial agreement, but that'll end at some point, so don't have to worry. Okada Keisuke will be removed. Hirota Koki will become head of government. Arita Hachiro will become foreign minister. Well, we'll have to see. Because I can always replace them. Money, consumer goods are increased by -2%. That's fine. Arita Hachiro. Line organization. Daily descent change -5%. Tendency to drift to internal factors. Daily descent. Do I want daily descent change to be -5? Well, I can always change it, and I do need descent reduction, so we'll do that. I do need him right now. Okay. So I just have like a spy just standing by, just in case I want to throw him somewhere and get him arrested and executed. All right, now we'll move you to Yap. We'll pick these guys up. Right, get on the boats and get out of there. Transport them to Nagasaki. We could also tell them to actually, you know what? Rebase might be a better idea, not transport. Yeah, rebase. There we go. Yep, and we don't have that problem with no fuels there. Emperor Hirohito orders the army to arrest 123 coup conspirators. 19 of them will be executed in July. That was a 226 incident. They will be beheaded. I lose 2 dissent. And control quick. Gains 3 organization, 1 popularity. We lose 2 manpower, but that's okay. Or we leave them in control and then nothing good happens. So they will be beheaded. Bam. And I'm already regaining some of my lost... yeah, there we go. Some of my lost IC. I don't need that much. I'm just going to make that to 15. I don't need that much there either. Oh. Let's give it a little bump just in case something happens and I don't notice it immediately. There, to 15, that's fine. And we'll try to get these upgrades finished as soon as possible. Speeding through time here is now April 4th. How are those artillery and things going? Oh, jeez. Well, those artillery units will be done, but then I need to start making more. A lot more. How many am I going to need? I think these guys already have artillery. Yes, they do. And this one has an armored car, of all things. Takayama. I'm going to do the same thing we're doing in northern China here. Take out the extra infantry brigades and trying to make new divisions from them by only adding support units afterwards. There we go. So that should be worth 2 more. And then that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll actually have another corps completely made on the mainland here, which will be nice. There we go. Yeah, and then there's this. I can't even get rid of that armored car. We'll figure it out. Will you shut up? Go away, please. There we go. Garrison deployment capability. Fine. Now I can carry more than 1 garrison unit. Excellent. They have to upgrade first, but that's okay. Get yourselves to Iwo Jima, please. You know, if they invade it, that's completely fine. I don't even care. Body armor, too excessive. We don't even have a lot of anything right now, resource-wise. Yeah, they have to upgrade first, but we'll just take them one at a time. Transport. Yeah, they're taking their sweet time. But you don't have to really go fast, do you? Cancel. Okay. And here come the Romanians. 0.25 money. Oh. Got some artillery finished. This is good. This is great. Okay. I'm going to put them up here. There we go. And we'll move them. Perfect. But now we have a lot of leftover IC. But the more I build of something, right, the least expensive or the less expensive it becomes. So brigade attachments as reserves. I need more artillery. How many artillery pieces do I need exactly? I already got 2. I'm going to put them in pre-existing ones. So these guys actually can go in here. Okay. And we'll even give them leaders because we're that cool. Level 3, good. Okay. Now who needs artillery? These guys do. We just need 2. Disband that. Well, don't disband. Sorry. Whoa. Detach. So we got that artillery. This is going to need artillery. These will need artillery. Let's go ahead and combine them now. Okay, so we got 2 here. Detach. We'll need 1 here. That's 3. These already have it. 3 in the Japanese mainland. 2, which will take care of the ones in China. What we really need is engineers, and these guys too, actually. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot. Might as well just build artillery guns. And just an unknown amount. And we'll take this last brigade, and we'll move it down. We'll move it down to Hamhung, so I know to pick it up later. So this is worth 4 more divisions. We'll move them down here. I'll move these down here. Okay. Yeah, we need a lot of engineers. Okay. How many engineers am I going to need? I'll need 3 more guns, so I can do that now. Well, actually, I'm going to need a lot more than that. So let's just do 3 artillery. Let's just do 15 for now. That's 3 full cores. Start production. And then engineers. Let's do that also. 3 full cores. Oh, there we go. Okay. My upgrades are taking an even bigger hit now, but what am I supposed to do, right? And those rare materials and that metal, it's not going too well, and everyone wants to sell shit to me. Go away. Leave me alone. Our new synthetic industry can serve the nation. Start working. Lose industrial capacity with level 6 in Osaka. Osaka? Where is it? Here? Am I really going to lose that? Oh, shit. Oh, God. I do get in synthetic industry, so we'll make more materials on our own. So you can see it increasing every day. Or not. Shit. I think I just made a huge mistake. Oh, no. I need to build more factories when I'm able to. Oh, no. The synthetic industry does get plus 5% for all my resources. Supply production. There we go. Nice. That's something I can actually use. Okay. Hopefully I can get more. Wow. I'm getting a lot of supplies made. What is this? Radio detection equipment. Now I'm getting some research finished here. Good. My first batch of research mid-year 1936. Industry. Industry is important. Just free IC. Less manpower, but free IC, more supply production, more efficiency, all that good stuff. So I always bump that up to the top priority. And we're getting more upgrades. Infantry anti-tank weapons. Sorry. You know, maybe I should actually move that back up to, yeah, 1938. Not yet. Light artillery. Not yet. Everything that I'm finished is actually up to date so far. Other things like the infantry support weapons will not be up to date. Shut up. Stop trying to trade with me. I'm not interested. Is my descent at least going down? Yeah, it is. Okay. Camouflage designs. Good. Another good bonus. Italy annexed Ethiopia, so they won their war there. Bada boom. One thing I never liked about this is that the AI just keeps all of its troops in Ethiopia there, so when war breaks out, they're like trapped down there and they just die off. Instead of ferrying them back, like, you know, through the Suez Canal with all the transport ships, Italy has a lot of transport ships, and moving them to North Africa. That's what I always did, but the AI never does it. It's such a waste. Such a waste. And I'm running out of... Okay, I'm going to have to do something about that. Yeah, infantry support weapons. Now I can research mountain infantry. That's the thing. I don't really need mountain infantry. But I'll research it, because I also need to research support weapons, so that's fine, I guess. I didn't move anything down. No, not really. Nothing important. Education, always important. And industry. More leadership, more I see. The sinews of war in this game. You almost there? Yeah, okay, well don't go there. Now go to... in a we talk, maybe? I don't know. I mean, do I want to really garrison these forces here like that? Or do I want to keep them there? Actually, it wouldn't be too bad if I kept them there. Iwo Jima does need to go, though. Ah, there we go. Gain 6 metal, gain 12 energy, gain 3 rare materials in Osaka. So yeah, you lose IC, but then you get like these resources. Here we go. It's going to start increasing. 6.2, 8.5, 10.1, 21.4. Nice. And like that, I can fix a lot of my resource problems just by having this. Radios. Allow research of infantry radio communications. Tank radio communication. Well, I don't really have tanks. So I do have infantry radio. I'm going to go ahead and queue that up. Okay. Monumental architecture. I see plus 2%. Everything else is a little less, but that's okay. It's only 1. That's fine for now. Broadcasting. Leadership plus 1%. Encryption ability negated by like nothing. And because of that, yeah, okay, it won't leave me alone. Because of that broadcasting advance, let's move some of this. I can't. Let's put it down to 14. In a little bit, you'll see. Oh, formation of Mangjiang. Chahar Republic. Yeah. Do I really want to make Mangjiang? There's nothing there. It's like a completely useless piece of land. Well, luckily I have time to think about it. And they annexed Ethiopia again. Good job, guys. Yeah, here's the next formation of cavalry. So we can take these guys. Make a really strong cavalry force to sweep over northern Shanxi. Industry, nice. Now this is what I want. I need more. Bump it up. Industry's at 1924, so we have a lot of time. 158 to 160, perfect. Little gains, but it's free. It doesn't cost me anything to get that. We'll move this down to 14. Sometimes the sliders get stuck. It's a little annoying. Okay, so now we're not suffering so much. Leadership, oh, good. We'll bump that up too. It's at 1920. We have a lot of time. It goes from 21.76 to 22. Great. Medicine, also important. Excellent. Now what's this? Engineers. Okay, the engineers are finished, and it looks like those units are down there too. So I'm going to put these guys down here. Where are those auxiliary ships? Here they are. Can I get a bad leader with that minus 20% supply consumption trait, maybe? No. No, they're all pretty good. But I'll take that guy. There. It's whatever, right? Artillery. Strategic redeployment, please. Oh, no, wrong one. There. So I'm almost finished with this video, second part. I'm preparing frantically for war with China. I'm doing everything I can. I'm trying to rush through everything and get as much prepared as possible. I know my The Soviet-Japanese Neutrality Pact, more extensively known as the Japanese-Soviet Non-Aggression Pact, was a pact between the Empire of Japan and the Soviet Union signed in 1941, 2 years after the brief Soviet-Japanese border war in 1939. It's a little bit early for that, isn't it? But whatever. I'll propose it. Okay. Oh, here we go, broadcasting. So let's have a look at the new program. So this is one of the things I got when I finished broadcasting that technology. So we can see. And also a monumental building. So you go over here to diplomacy, and this will be the last thing I do for this video. You come over here to diplomacy, and you have a bunch of new options here. You have small heroic tales or entertainment shows. They have different bonuses. And if you wanted to see what they were, you go to strategic effects and you can look them up. So if I were going to go into the broadcasting thing, I was going to do entertainment shows. Here you see consumer goods during wartime -2%, consumer goods during peacetime -2%, which basically decreases your consumer goods 2% either way. Entertainment shows, you get some money. Consumer goods during wartime, during peacetime. No, that's actually different levels. You know, here, like heroic tales, you get more territorial pride, more organization regain rates and everything like that. News and politics, national unity plus 0.01. You get more ruling party support. So there's 3 levels of each. Very low popularity. Well, that's not good. We'll have to work on that somehow. And then here's some of the buildings, like your Palace of Justice, Imperial Foreign Ministry, Imperial Finance Ministry, Imperial War Ministry. That'll be probably the first one I get, because that's what I'm going to be doing, basically, just warring with everyone. So I'm going to just end the video here. It's now mid-year, 2nd of July, 1936. We've advanced 5 months. Oh, 6 months almost. Yeah, 6 months more or less. And really not much has changed in the larger scope of things politically, but the military is starting to increase its organization and it's preparing for its attack on China. My forces are rallying and being organized along the borders here. So when war does come, we'll be a lot more prepared than the Chinese ever will be. Thank you, and I will see you in the next episode.